Hey guys, it's been a really long time since I've made sort of informative slash investing video, and I've had a lot of people message me, mostly like younger guys in their 20s, and basically asking me what I think is the best thing to invest in at the moment. And I found myself thinking about it, and I don't think my answer has changed much in all the years that I've been doing this. Um, and the answer is basically still the same. I basically just buy a little bit of everything. And I want to give you some quick numbers, give or take 5-10% higher or lower depending on the market. But I'm going to give you some numbers last I checked. And just to give you an idea what I mean by just keeping a little bit of everything. So let's say, and I think most importantly too is you want to definitely find like your niche and just stick to that. Like in other words, if you want to buy ETBs and booster boxes only, then just stick to that. But a good way to start, if you want my opinion, is buying booster boxes. I'll give you a quick example. So let's say you started doing this during the X and Y era, right? So every era has about 12 booster boxes. I think that's basically the standard, is 12 booster boxes, and it usually spans 3 years. So you get 4 main sets a year times 3 years, that's 12 sets, right? So, and a booster box case has 6 booster boxes, obviously. So most booster boxes are about $100 when they come out, right out the gate, especially during that time. I know things are a little bit different now, but just bear with me. So let's say you had bought just a case of every single set that had come out for XY. You would have started buying roughly around 2014, right? And now we're in 2025, so that's 11 years later. If you bought one case of every single set that came out, that means you'd be buying about 4 cases a year. 2014, 4 cases in 2015, and 4 cases in 2016. And you would have spent about $100 per box, and so that means about $600 per case. And in a year, you would have spent about $2,400, something like that. Yeah, $2,400. And over the course of the XY era, 3 years, you would have purchased 12 cases, and that would have cost you about $7,200. And what does that come out to? Not much. It's less than like $50 a week, consistently. So, and I know most of you watching this definitely spend at least $50 a week on just random things, whether it be coffee, whether it be a sandwich, anything. All right, we definitely spend $50 a week at minimum. So if you're really interested in starting to invest in Pokemon, it doesn't take a lot. Literally, with $50 a week, you can change your life. And actually, at $2,400 a year, that's even less than $50 a week. We're talking like $45 a week or something like that. But let's just say you had done that, and you purchased a case for every set. You'd have 12 cases at the end of 3 years. And now, all of the sets collectively from the XY era, had you kept one of each one case of each booster box set, you'd have 12 cases, and your collection of that era would be worth about $106,000 right now. So you would have invested $7,200, and today you'd have about $106,000. That's all for $45 a week invested. That's literally nothing. You can literally change your life just doing that. And now, after XY, we had Sun and Moon, right? And had you done Sun and Moon, right, from 2017, 18, and 19, so those 3 years, had you bought one case of each Sun and Moon set, it would be the same thing, about $7,200 over the course of 3 years. So continuing with your $45 a week. And right now, all of those sets collectively are worth about $63,000 to $64,000 currently. So had you just done that from XY to the end of Sun and Moon, you'd have roughly $170,000, all for about $14,000. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then when you look into Sword and Shield, right? We're in the Sword and Shield era, and after Sun and Moon, you would have spent about the same amount, $7,200 over the course of 3 years, so 20, 21, and 22. And right now, I want to say all of the Sword and Shield era sets collectively, if you had bought one of each case, so 12 cases, same thing, $45 a week, you'd have roughly $35,000 to almost $40,000. So all in all, you'd have a little over 200 grand had you invested from 2014 all the way to 2022. So that would be about 8 years, and you would have about 200 grand for only $21,000. And now we're in Scarlet and Violet, right? We're on the 9th set of Scarlet and Violet, and so we have 3 more sets to go. And after that, Scarlet and Violet is over, and it's going to be the next era. And even right now, Scarlet and Violet is still a decent time to get in. Again, stick to your budget. I know right now booster boxes are not $100, but they were for a really, really long time. Scarlet and Violet base was like $85. You had Paldea Evolved was also about $90, $95. Everything was under $100. So there was time. But I think we're going to definitely get back to cheaper booster boxes, but not $100 anymore. But you know, it'll have to be adjusted a little. So instead of $45 a week, maybe you'll have to invest $60 a week. But it's the same principle. Just keep doing it. And you know, for those that were doing it from 2014 till now, 11 years later, you'd probably have about almost $250,000 worth of value for less than 30 grand. And yeah, that's the easiest thing you can do that really doesn't take much thought and just takes a budget and continuing to invest weekly, or at least obviously you build up. Let's say, you know, you do it for 3 weeks, $45 a week, and now you have enough to buy a booster box. I'm basically saying it doesn't have to be a sealed case, it just has to be 6 of every single set. That's the minimum. That's what I suggest. And if you can't do that, then just do 1 box of each set, or 2 boxes of each set. But if you want the most out of it and you want to really start climbing that net worth, then I would definitely do a case at least. If you can do more, even better. But it's all about being consistent with it. And that's about it. That's what I got for you guys today. I'm going to try and make some more of these types of videos and get more specific into certain sets and more detailed. But have a great day.